Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. Hi there, ladies and gents, everyone in the world, literally everyone in the world, not even just the people who are watching this video. Hello to you all. I am Jake English. We are playing The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I fucking love this game. We're starting a new file. Everything's fresh and fancy free and spiffy and clean, and I've got a massive leg cramp that I really should attend to. It has nothing to do with my genitalia. Anyways, so I love this game. I usually play it with the sound off, so this is a little weird. But anyways, I love this game. I've been, ooh, this is pretty cool. Sort of. Basically, if I get hit now, spiders come out of me and attack the enemy team. And you know how much I love spiders. Except if I'm shooting at them because they're really fast in this game. So in that situation, I hate spiders. But for the ones who don't make this game a piece of living shit hell, that's a shit hell, a hell that shit comes out of. For those spiders, I love them. But yes, anyways, I love this game. It's one of my favorites. I've played it for ages. I've actually been playing it since, ooh dear, that sea spiders, blue spiders come out of me. So that's pretty much my favorite thing ever, really. It's not my favorite item. They're cooler ones. But anyways, I've been playing this game since the original Wrath of the Lamb expansion. I've never been entirely sure how to pronounce that correctly. But anyway, since the original Big O expansion came out back in, fucking 2012, I think, I've been playing this game over and over and over again, unlocking whatever I could, being as badass as is humanly possible, which I'm not demonstrating the best right now, considering I'm almost in. This is the first fucking boss of the game, but admittedly this is my least favourite boss in the entire game, so what you gonna do about it, punko? Well, hopefully what I'm gonna do about it is not die to this stupid poopy guy. But we'll see how that turns out anyways. Point is, I love this game. I'm really experienced at it. I can basically talk about anything in the world while playing this and still have the exact same level of skill. Whether or not that's a high level of skill is up for you to decide, but I've never really had to, well, I should say I've never, after the first year and a half of playing it, I've never really had to push that hard, so I can be as entertaining as I like. What I mean by that, of course, is I'd like to be very entertaining, and hopefully that will come across in what we call success and fun and enjoyment. And if I stop talking about myself like a meta little batch for a moment, perhaps that will come across. Lasers! Okay, alright. Giant stomach lasers from Gluttony the Sin. Lovely. Oh, this is great. That's the other thing about this game. It's super fun, and it's challenging without being thigh-ravishingly insane like Super Meat Boy is. And I'll get back to Super Meat Boy in a week. I just need a bit of a break before I get a heart attack. I've made that joke 7 times. What else could I get that isn't a heart attack from playing Super Meat Boy? Death! Yes, there we go. Before I get a death from playing that game. Okay, I've never seen this room before. I've never seen this room outlet before. For those of you who don't know, Binding of Isaac is randomly generated, so each time you get a different set of room types and enemy layouts and item divvying uppings and all sorts of cool stuff like that. And I've never seen this one before, and it's actually surprisingly difficult because there's so many reasons why this is difficult. Oh, what the fuck was I talking about? Dirk, replay the thing that I said what I was talking about before grammar, things, words, foot polish, ew. Oh yes, this game. I love it. I've played it for ages. moderately talented at it, and don't you charge at me, you little piece of get piece of shit, you see? 'Cause it's a poop. Anyways, clever, high quality humor from Jake English, your world-renowned Let's Player. Fucking the Swedish guy is bollocks compared to me. Anyways, come on. Don't even think about getting close to me, you little tiny dingly doodles. I'll cry your eyes off. But yes, experience at this game. Love it. However, there's a bunch of new things in this version that I never really expected. The most of which being terrifying depth. I mean, the original game was terrifyingly complex, and there was a lot of shit that, I mean, unless you were really talented at the game, you'd never fucking see, because so much of it was up to chance. Like, you could go to to the main boss of the game, who I won't spoil, we'll probably see her in a few episodes here, but, you could get to the main boss of the game and fight him, and it would be all, this is an item that randomizes what types of tears I shoot out of my face every room I go to, which is really cool. But yes, you could get to the final boss, and you could beat that boss and get to the actually super final boss, and you could fight them and feel a sense of accomplishment and everything would be cool. But in the original game, unless you got a certain secret item that was really rare to get and unusual to find, and beat the boss while having that item equipped, you'd be fucked, and you'd never ever be able to see the last 2 levels of content in the game. So now the game has, I mean, you have to beat the first final boss to get to the second final boss in your next playthrough, and unlocking things is still sort of piecemeal in this game, in this edition. But it's a little more well-rounded, I think. Like, once you start unlocking shit, it's a lot more common, if you survive long enough, to actually see it in your next playthrough. It's a lot more fair. Like, for example, let's say I play through this game, this run, as you will, and I get to the final boss, and I beat the final boss, and unlocked Monstrous Tooth. Yippee for me. And, I'll pause my explanation. This is a room called the Devil's Room, Devil Item Room, where you can unlock cool shit. Some of it is really useful, some of it is really stupid. Most of this, that's more damage, that sort of gives me health sometimes in a way that's kind of esoteric, and I'll explain it at a later date. That lets me fly. None of it is really useful, I'll pass up on Satan for now. Anyways, for example, let's say I go through this playthrough, I beat the main boss, and everything's nice and cool. By beating that boss, I unlock a brand new level. Except, I can't get to that level at that specific playthrough. Because, you see, I'll have beaten that portion of the game, and it'll take me to the credits screen after a brief end movie, and everything will be cool, and I will have essentially achieved a great deal, but I won't get to see it that playthrough. The next time I start up the game, I'll beat the final quote-unquote boss, and the next time when I beat that boss, essentially, I'll now have access to a brand new level, essentially. And that'll be super cool, and I'll get to play that and beat another boss, and everything's awesome and nifty and dandy and fine. Point is, that pattern sort of repeats for a while, with beating bosses and unlocking new things, and then beating the boss again, and then getting to the new thing, etc, etc, etc. And I'm sure you'll see that as this series of playthroughs, there we go, continues. Ah, great, lovely, I love that item. That's a bomb that follows you, and if you get hit by it, it explodes. Yay! But yes, point is, there's an awful lot to explore and see and discover in the amazing world that is The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. And it's all laid out in a way that, eventually, if you're decent enough at the game, you will see it all, and you will kill it all, and you will feel fucking awesome while doing it. I don't really know what happened to my voice there as I said that, but that's essentially the gist of this game. And the gist of this series of playthroughs, which will probably last for the duration of this week in our retro slot, and for the duration of time extempore, or whatever the correct Latinizing is. Dirk, put up the correct Latinizing of that phrase there on the bottom of the screen. But yeah, point being, you'll be seeing a lot of this game, and you'll be seeing a lot of new things in this game as I continue to play it and hopefully not suck as much anus as I'm royally sucking right now. So, oh, balls. Come on, you stupid, floating, flying, blood-shooting heads. There we go. Get a bomb for all my efforts. Yippee-doody-day. Anyways, this has been a first episode of a very English Binding of Isaac Rebirth, or very English Binding of Isaac, whatever we decide to use for the title card. I'm Jake English. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or rather, I'll see you this afternoon, and then I'll see you tomorrow, as the progression of time usually works. Anyways, talk to you later. Ciao!